My brain moves at a snail's pace sometimes.
Cloud9 Blue, even though that they also carry a very formidable, map win-loss record on this Haven map in specific, they've also been tested.
Oh, how's an Uno tournament, by the way? I wasn't able to go because I have finals.
Did of course also go to
or you were gonna go?
A 15-13 for them there, 13-11 versus Andbox in the 13.
Well, I would have been invited if
played this map in every single
I wasn't busy.
I see. It was great. No, honestly, like that event was. It was really nice to be around some people that I've been, wanting to meet for a bit, and people that I've gotten to meet online for a little bit. It was like the first time since COVID that many creators were around each other, and I think throughout the time like they were here, we were like getting dinner and stuff like that, and just it was really nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Even though I got fucked in Uno, like. It was bad.
It's totally like RNG.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not,
it's a big RNG game, but like, the heart of the cards was just not on my side. The cards fucking hated me. I got 8th 3 times out of 4 rounds.
Oh my god.
The third one was my fault. I just gave up. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna stack cards and ruin people's day. But still, 2 of those rounds, I got 8, 2 rounds in a row. The first round, second round, 8th. I was like, this game, it's over.
We've only seen a couple of times where Mitch has been the one to pick up that
Uno RNG copium. It's not fucking copium. It's true, chat. I can't stand these fuckers. It's true.
Also tagged down low. Zoms will convert first 3 kills, favoring Sentinels. Really solid hold once more, this time over at A.
We can go over towards C because you see how far Mitch is in. He might get a time with the depth, has been spotted. Don't know if he can win this duel. C is still open though at this stage. Floppy nose garage is clean. They got to make their way onto the C site itself. Mitch is just trying to delay Floppy on 44 HP, and like he's got a little bit of time to.
Are you guys telling me that I lost in Uno because I'm bad at Uno? Not because I got fucked by the cards?
Quickly, Mitch does find one, but it's immediately traded. Now it's down to Floppy. He gets revealed. Shazam able to follow up with the easy double. And of course, the defuse, no problem. Sentinels stay perfect through pistols.
You guys are just trying to get a rise out of me. You just want me to rant. That's all it is.
Just getting back to that operator conversation as well.
You know what? I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not falling into your little game today. Pistol round goes to Sentinels.
Not really expecting Cloud9 to be opping just yet anytime soon.
Oof. Cloud9's gotta be gas at the tank.
Like
what they show us.
3 pistols now going the way of Sentinels, which means 3 anti-ecos likely as
I
well.
wish we could hear their comms.
Cloud9 will be at 0-2 deficit in just
I think it would be a lot of fun to have like
I mean, Cloud9 did win some thrifties,
so Horizon listening.
Again, that would be them opening up the round. Poise was certainly part of that. Who's on the Reina now.
The Sentinels guys, for the most part, like whenever they're like playing, they just like laugh a lot and goof around and have fun. Generally.
That's nice. Good to have a good team environment.
Yeah, it's rarely ever serious.
The power of getting this showstopper maybe on sooner rather than later.
You telling me they shit on everyone while just fucking around?
Keep an eye on this.
Well, they don't fuck around, but like,
close to
yeah, fun.
We'll hear one. That's Mitch in the corner.
Yeah.
Also revealed. Here comes the next contestant. Finds the first. Needs more than that, though. Gets the second. Mitch
Sentinels are all just so fucking talented.
Second one to peek.
They could run it down and just fight and win.
The site has opened the door.
Oh my god,
that'll be great overall for Cloud9 as they now have some control. And as Zeta picks up the fallen sector, he converts onto Dapper, leaving
maybe next
for a 1v3.
You're laughing?
All of Cloud9
I'm not laughing. No, I'm not laughing.
Find the 2 kills required. Sick will at least return one versus 2.
I heard you laugh.
On low HP. You can find the wall back. There it is.
I laugh when I get nervous. I'm sorry.
Blaze coming up. So maybe
now you're lying.
For Sick. You see a plant though? No, the Mitch has got the angle straight away into him, and down he goes. So part of that also for me comes down to the fact that Zoms had no stars.
She's laughing at me.
Over in A lobby, he had 1 star down on C long, and that was it.
What up, Catch Up? Drowsy, thank you for the prime.
Did TSM end up winning pistol rounds?
Very aggressively into A long, and then you play for a star with your gravity well, to have players pulled into your line of sight, or just to at least
they won some pistol rounds
of the Cloud9 players. I could see Zoms getting like 3 kills, maybe even more, something like that. He's gonna be able to get a couple, drop the spike, but Aside from that, you give away one spectacle inside of Cloud9. Allow
This is why you wanted to do the co-stream with me.
No, what?
Truth comes
down
out.
the 1v1 right towards the end. Now 1-on-1 apiece. It's pistols online for Sentinels, straight into garage. Leaf will open things up.
I'm just here to be a punching bag.
As soon as the hot hands have dissipated, Cloud9 on the approach.
But I'm sure he's still hurt. Oh, that's what's up, dude. I worked out my legs recently, and oh boy.
Here on C, and a conversation about how do you want to
My butt cheeks when I flex them, like I'm flexing them right now, still sore.
On just pistol upgrades. Aldrone saved and will clear out the defensive entrance into C itself. Dom's gonna find the kill, but it's after that Shazam falls. So now it is just down to Doms. Finds another, but Poise, who pushed through with the Aldrone, will find their third kill in the round. That'll be Cloud9.
Can you shut up and do it?
And Poise brought up a rifle in that round as well. In fact, you know, a lot of Cloud9 did, to be fair with you.
Okay.
Operate online now for 10s. And very important, by the way, you know, if we can look a couple rounds back, even still very important that Cloud9 do win that second round because they failed to win 3 pistols in a row. You got to get something out of this. You can't just also give away 3 anti-ecos for them to win at least 1. Now convert into this round 3. Delay Sentinels buy round until
Donda, thank you for the 7 months.
But as we said, you know, 10's on the operator. It's not going to get matched by Cloud9, especially not on this attack. 10's has got the line over towards A. The gravity well is going to help the timing as well. So at this point, I don't know if Cloud9 are going to be ready for that. They're not going A just yet, though, so they won't discover the operator until a little bit later on.
Yeah, this will be the really first test to see how Cloud9 are going to want to respond to this operator once they know that it is in the field. You see that Sentinels are starting to rotate their defense around a touch. Sick is going to get a lot of damage off onto Leaf mid-map, but can't make good for elimination, so things stay 5v5. Opportunity may be starting to brew for Cloud9 to try to work their way into B. The Aldrone will scout to see if anyone is actually inside this site. It'll come away with no information whatsoever. Now the dark cover is also coming out to block the entryways. The spike is not a part of this play as of yet. Run it back will be toggled. So Sick trying to make a play maybe. And here comes his go call. He's going to work his way in, not see anything, as Poise has eluded it completely. That
not
will
okay.
allow him a chance to play for Lurking Grove.
You know what to make it okay?
Over. Showstopper out. It will not find anything.
Oh my God.
Take the first
some prime subs.
Hunter's Fury is also a part of this
some
play.
gifters.
Mitch with the spike has never worked his way on yet, and as Poise eventually gets revealed on the flank,
subscribe free for Prime Gaming as long as you hit the sub button in the bottom right corner. Link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account and get subbed up to date for free.
Time to block out 10's LOS there. Dapper holds on for a long time. There it is. Even dashing in. Close to get the 10's, baby. 2 rounds now for Sentinels, and it comes down to Dapper. That's the first thing I'm going to talk about here, because Dapper off the back of working through the gravity
make it better.
Used by Zoms completely ruins Leaf, and I think Leaf's ultimately there in the showstopper misses as well, so a little bit unfortunate there for Cloud9. I was going to say, maybe B could be the play. You actually saw, you know, how aggressive
thanks for
C9
the
was thinking about making their way on towards B, and I mean, versus an operator, not that they knew that was online, but versus an operator, that would have been pretty good.
Thank you for the Prime.
Welsh,
thank you.
Back got popped by Seku. Actually holds on to for a while, didn't just
Ryan?
Just kind of scaring Cloud9 away, forcing the back out, getting the cold feet on them. Shift over towards C. It's just Dapper, and he actually gets a frag, which is so insane.
Bolt's gonna be traded. Toms wants to get aggressive.
Uncle Sam, thanks.
The boombot, but feels like that's enough. Backs away. 10 still up. Has
Why is it working? Chat, maybe people are done and tired of bullying me every day, huh? Maybe it's time for
no flank play coming through.
Maybe it's time for the mid stands to rise up.
Looking at Mitch. He's lurking mid-map. There is a trap wire.
Maybe people are tired.
Getting into the B site specifically. And as he deletes it, he makes his play forward. He's going to have to find something here. It's going to be a 1v1 with Dapper, in which doesn't barely connect a single shot. So Poise moving quickly, trying to rotate in. Trapwire revealing it. Now Sentinels quick on the rotation, even the gravity well being spent. Dapper able to find the easy shot. Trade there for Zeta, who keeps the play alive by finding a second.
Honestly, that gravity well has given Dapper kill after kill after
Zeta.
kill. At that exact same spot.
Zeta.
Trapwire even catching.
Get that bomb down, buddy, because that's all you're going to be able to get.
Zeta brings up one, goes 3. Doesn't have a lot to work with, and Tans will shut
Get
him
him
down.
Marty.
Pretty simple retake here coming through from Sentinels. You get the opening 2 picks over towards A. It's a 5v3. It's Cloud9 hoping for the best here, getting whatever kills they can.
I think I'm good.
Getting a plant down.
I don't know if I want stands, but I also don't want bullies.
We have to pick up that what would have been anti-eco round for
You
Sentinels.
guys just bully me all day,
It's been a bit
dude.
more of a slowdown
I'm just a
now. Now
punching
Sentinels are a
bag.
little
I'm the
bit more
fucking
online.
serotonin
And honestly, Daph is
punching
just
bag,
over 2 kills this
dude.
round.
You guys
it's
punch
just
me
still
and you
one of those
feel
things
better.
that this puts Cloud9 back onto an eco. And that's the great news for Sentinels. You
The
gotta come
stands
out
could
high,
make
gotta
you a
make
lot
sure
of
that
money.
Cloud9
I don't
is
know,
not
dude. Should I
all
just
the way
milk this
through
shit?
map
I don't know
winning,
what to
which is
do,
something they've
dude.
done throughout the majority of this tournament so
I
far.
don't know what the
So
fuck I'm
good on
doing with
them.
this
I think
content
the
creation
question
shit
will
yet,
still
bro. I'm
be
gonna keep it a
understand
buck.
What is going to be the response for TenZ on this operator?
Maybe I
Is it
should
gonna
just
have to
go
be
the
a
Stan
heavy
route.
commitment and utility, or what? Because there's not going to be the ability to go snipe v snipe versus him.
So what's happening here is you
Well,
actually
fucking
see Floppy
content
go
with
pretty
my
deep over towards
stands
A. There's 3 players that he might
root
just spot
for,
on the
though.
Ultra, and could be contact over towards
Woo!
C as well.
Another viewing party.
That's with the frenzy. Possibly a
Fuckers.
free gun. TenZ's been traded. This is going well for Cloud9, and they still have. Well, they had the hero rifle deploys. That's been given
Go,
over now,
Myth, go.
plus a couple of extra guns. We talked about maybe the operator wasn't going to get played by Cloud9, but how about picking up one for free?
One-way
it starts-
fan
Rather than
cams.
10 now.
It starts with
I
Dapper
just-
trying to use that cyber cage to get out. You saw him trying to activate it, but instead he gets onto the ultimate orb because he's so darn close to it, so he can't activate that cyber cage, and that's what leads to him in a very awkward position. Cosmic Divide coming through. Leaf,
Leaf.
operator in hand, but misses the shot. Sick. Not gonna find anything though. He had an angle onto Leaf, you thought, but as Mitch is able to put his weight around the ring.
You already have stands,
he
dude.
finds
No
the first
way.
kill.
I don't
Zeta
have
can
That was a good
the
stands.
round from
final. It's a
C9.
thrifty coming
Not
through
gonna
to keep
lie.
things tied square at 3.
They cleaned it up.
I gotta say, you know, like so many of these rounds at Cloud9 have
I like
won
this
have been
game.
thrifties.
It's a little bit
Like,
closer.
I want to say the majority of them
More
over the course
entertaining.
over the last 2 maps, and there it is, like you said. That first kill from Zeta is so clutch, but even that trade that happened over towards Garrett
Myth is
so
my
insane
king.
as
Chat,
well.
shut the fuck up. I'm gonna vomit,
So
please.
this is absolutely the type of round that Cloud9 need, and I thought maybe it's possible, but only because Poise enters with a hero rifle with the possibility of an Empress, and maybe that's.
You're right. I
where
don't
they
want
play
stands.
through.
You're right. Never
I didn't know
mind.
that was
I
gonna
don't
be
want
Zeta
this.
being the hero
No,
here,
I don't
but
want
just
this.
getting the
Please
initial kill
stop.
with the Dapper like that really opens things up.
I
Sorry,
take
I
it
had to look
back.
for a second. Did you say anything?
Zeta
Oh
and
no,
how
I
much
was
do you
just
credit
saying,
the
yeah,
ultimate
they
replacement?
cleaned it up. And I was saying that the game is like, you know, it's dope that it's a closer
Goal,
game,
but a
more
couple
intense.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, it makes
Chat.
it more fun to watch.
So
Agreed.
this all of a sudden turns the economical advantage around, and Leaf will carry this operator into battle. Cloud9 working their way largely.
You know what I think would be
into
interesting?
C.
I want to
User
create.
through, Poise also
I want to
committing
create
the
a
Empress.
streaming community
Gravity well slows
where
things down. And Leaf,
you
he
guys
actually dives
pretend-
right on in, but
Oh my
shot
God, no!
Floppy's able to find 2 behind
He said,
it.
"Fuck it."
Oh boy.
I'll do it
Little comical
myself.
Relief, but
Hey.
Sentinels were able to respond in part.
Oh
and
my
how about
God.
that from Shazam? Does take down Mitch through the Radianite box. That'll be the spike on the ground. The Poise still in the
Anyways, carry
Empress
on
able
with my
respond.
statement.
Zom's up close,
I
though.
want to
It's
create
read that he's
a
already on the
stand,
site.
a fake
know where the
stand
spike
community,
So as
but
soon
then
as he
I'll
hears
be
the
like the
sound,
content creator that
maybe
like
there's a chance for him to get a timing on a
hates
and turn
the
this into a
stands.
1v1.
Not like
There's the
hates,
first
but like
coming
I'm just
through.
like, oh
Finds the
guys,
shots,
please
gets the headshot,
stop.
but-
No,
Ooh,
dude.
unlucky.
It's Poise.
Like,
Still
oh, I'm
in
gonna
Empress mode,
vomit, you
finding
know,
the
like
final kill, and Cloud9 take their second round in a row.
that could be an interesting
Well, I was actually
dynamic.
gonna say, man, Zoms can just play the timing here. There's been no plant just yet. He doesn't need
Like
to
you
reveal
guys
his
do
positioning.
myth
Wait for timing.
T
When Cloud9 plant,
TWT
then he thinks
selfie
about
day,
swinging. But Cloud9
and I'm
knows
just
that
like,
it's
could
also
you
the
guys
mind
just
game.
fucking
Here's
not,
Cloud9
like,
just
please
fake a plant,
get a life.
force Zoms to peek, and then you have 2 plays available for the trade.
But like we're all in on it, you know what I mean?
And take the lead once more.
It'd
Or
be
take the lead
good.
in general here. TenZ an operator, or rather, was TenZ's operator, then into the hands of Leaf, and now
Oh,
nobody's hands
boy.
dropped entirely.
That'd be good.
1 HP knife kill from Leaf will be one of the highlights of this map so far. Shock darts clearing out a garage, but otherwise there's a lot of plays in there, so it's not really cleared out, despite kind of forcing Sick back.
Chat's looking like
they do
Sykunos right now,
there's
dude.
a
I
player
like
close
this.
In the corner, curveball will come through.
Not bad.
Sick will use that for a double of his own, and Sentinels will come out the victors of the early engagement. 4v3 early, and the neural theft also spent from Dapper.
TenZ gets reminded that the Bucky did get nerfed, but other than that, Sentinels will still get the favorable trade of the 1-2. Now shifting over towards the B side, or A side of things, rather, it's going to come down to Zom. Shazam's arrived as well. Zom swinging for the 1. Shazam, though, waiting for the reinforcements.
Mitch does still have the spike, wants to still get this plant off. Hunter's Fury will come out to deny. Sick up top.
I don't think
Looking
this
for
is
some
gonna
clearance,
stop
does not
Myth.
see anything in the
What is there to
backside.
stop, dude?
Oh, the third dart out of the Hunter's Fury nearly connects onto Mitch. That would have put him on critical.
This is just
HP.
my community.
Spike
Do you
goes
got a
down.
problem with my
Sick
community?
waiting.
Huh?
The rest of the retake. have to be
Is there a problem?
out of heaven or coming from behind.
Are you a
Shazam
hater,
finds the merge.
dude?
Mitch trying to respond. Deals with the run it back. Looking for one more in the corner, but it's Shazam to double up.
Wow.
And Sentinels back on the
Stop
board
hating,
as they tie
dude.
things all up even at 4.
Good shit.
Santa
4-4,
needed to
take
get
it
that kill.
home.
He's starting to get a bit impatient. I think he's potentially believing that his time is limited. If there's players dropping out of heaven as well, might be in trouble. Thought he had a
Make
time
it
with
stop
Shazam.
my fucking eyes.
Unfortunately, didn't
Wow,
with
I can't
Shazam.
believe a
Got the
mod
2
just said that about my
kills
community.
on that retake, and like I said, take.
Well, looks like we're gonna need some new mods to go with this new
It's
stand
been a
community.
competitive map. I mean,
Any takers?
back in the day, you'd think that Sentinels, especially on
I'm
Haven,
only
this would be
accepting
very
people that
one-sided
call
for
me
them,
their
but
king.
Again, this tournament's been a bit more 50-50, and 50-50 so far has been how the rounds have gone.
You also need to guarantee that
Even
you'll
frags
make me
across the
the
board. It's not anyone really underperforming or overperforming.
the godfather of your
Actually done
firstborn
quite a lot,
child.
to be fair.
Any takers?
Very similar setup here from Sentinels. Hot hands early. Star also down, but Tens this time playing with an elevation. That's the only unexpected part. And now Sick using the curveball to push forward.
Let's
Hunter's Fury's gonna try to
fucking
flush both
That
these
shit was
members out, but
nasty
it comes
on both of
a little
them.
bit wide. Doesn't really fully tag up anybody. And again, early engagements favoring Sentinels. 5v3 situation and a lot of time to work with, but not a lot of space to work with if you're Cloud9 Blue.
I mean, Sick really wanted to go through the garage doors there, but was pushed back by the Hunter's Fury. Good team play by Zoms to put down the gravity well to stop anybody from Cloud9. Poise is who I'm talking about here, from pushing in to maybe collect the kill into Sick and trade things over, but 5-3 so far. And it's a couple times now where Sentinels do something aggressive. You get the early player advantage. It will come down to Cloud9 to try and make these trades happen. 3
What have
versus
I
2
done?
over towards A. Should be a late rotate. No one from Sentinels.
You know,
is
it would be a
rotating early.
nightmare if my chat was just like this for like a week.
Shazam, they've been pretty strong on this defense so far, especially Zoms, who's had multiple
What
kills
have I done?
straight away onto 1.
Zom's finding one is great. Shock Dart comes through, making life a little bit easier, but the dismiss will keep the player alive.
Woo!
Poised, responding, eventually gets the second, and all the overheal comes in. Spike will be collected. Poised trying to commit for
Stands,
it.
by the
Long
way,
flank
yeah, true,
coming around
stands.
the back from 10.
Hey, we do
Quickly
have a
making
Reddit.
its way on for retake though is Sick. He finds the easy elimination. And Sentinels,
R
now they
slash
respond
R
with
the
2 rounds
myth.
in a row, putting themselves up 5-4.
Yeah, I mean, all that needs
Make
to
sure to
happen for
join
Sentinels
exclamation
there
point
is they gotta
Reddit
go
in the
1 for
chat.
1, which they both do. Zoms
We do
and
Reddit
Shazam both get
recaps
killed.
every
Comes down to
Thursday.
1 versus 3. And even if Sick wasn't in position to instantly swing for the kill into Poise, they could have just waited
Infiltrate
for
the
Tens was
Reddit.
on the big flank and eventually suffocate Poise out. But no, Sick will just clean it up nice and easy, 5-4 now. And it's a combination of Sentinels getting early frags that are untraded straight away due to aggression from the defense, followed up by the fact that if Cloud9 actually want to try and execute into a site, the trades are still 1 for 1 anyway.
All right,
so
chat, hear
Cloud9 just
ye,
can't get a
hear
play advantage,
ye.
at least not on a lot of these rounds.
As the king, that I am so-called being claimed as,
Different look here though.
I would like to impose something across the land. Are you ready for this thing? Pause, champ, and await for my words.
Over towards B, but look at the setup. There are so much utility waiting here. Trap wires, spy cam, stars, everything. Making their way on. Leap, not going to be able to get far enough forward. As you mentioned, Dapper holding over by the gong, finds one. Even the Hunter's Fury going to come through to make life difficult, and boy has it.
As
Finding
king,
2 kills from Shazam.
I will be
leaving things
imposing
all
a new...
No, what
not
a
clean
whiff.
with the Sheriff. A flawless defensive round for
Sheesh,
Sentinels as they hit
flawless.
6 first.
I will be
That's an insane
imposing
read from
a
Sentinels as well,
new
because Dapper doesn't play
Prime
the
Gaming
B behind the gong.
tax.
He plays over
Yes,
towards C.
Prime Gaming.
This is where Sentinels looking at the
When
economy,
you have an
noticing, hey, it's
Amazon
not a
Prime
lot of money
account,
for
you can link your
Cloud9.
Twitch account
They're
to
probably
it
gonna go eco
and get
for
one
$30
free
or
sub
maybe
to my
€20 or
kingdom.
something like that. And where are you gonna go?
What?
Especially for Cloud9, when they haven't hit B at all. Cloud9 themselves are thinking, we haven't done B. We should try B. Try B with pistols. Take the range of the weapons down quite low. Sentinels are thinking the exact same thing, and they're already there. Dapper's behind Gonk. He gets to peek out, and C9 are not at all ready for that.
Oh my god, it's working. They'll buy it.
First is going to be popped. Going to get aggressive. Also the showstopper out for
Not
Leaf.
my
They're
king.
clearing out the B side at the moment. But will Leaf find an opportunity to do
It's
anything
A.
with this? It's not going to find any eliminations. You're saying that the
Go,
play is coming around to A,
king.
but the spike is actually being planted right on top of B. So the A control through the site in favor of Cloud9 Blue, but they're not able to find the eliminations. Zoms is going to take down the Empress of Poise. Leaf up top trying to change the angle. Nobody expected that, so we go to a 4v3 favoring Cloud9. Sentinels need to clear this
Damn.
player out, and they do so pretty
Holy.
darn quickly.
3v3 here is
Now it's
nice
just
for
down
Sen
to the
though.
retake. Tens from one side.
Jeez.
Dapper and Sick
Oh,
were
this is
trying to play the other.
risky
Floppy
cross.
in the back, waiting to see anything out of Tens. Dark cover still keeping him safe. Zeta gonna check, but gets caught. But Floppy's still able to get the trade.
No
1v2
time.
situation for Dapper. Not a
Dang.
lot of time to play for with the defuse, and it's not going to be possible. Just looking for eliminations at this point. Won't even grab
he still
any of
dies a
those.
bomb there,
Cloud9
right?
Blue make it a one-round half.
Yes, sir.
Really nice play for Cloud9 to go deep in towards A as well. I thought maybe they'll take the whole team over towards A. The showstopper will clear the entire link. Like you said, the smoke's down. They had all the setup happening on B already. And actually, this time I got to give the read over to Cloud9 because they went B. It
The
failed
civil war in
on
chat is
eco.
beginning.
The Sentinels are not expecting that Cloud9 will go B.
When am I
twice
gonna
in a
stop
row.
this?
So there it is, straight back on towards B. Clear out A link as well.
I am for
Keep
the
plays
people.
in A link.
I
You
will
gotta
let the
clear
people
boys, you
fight
gotta
their
clear
own
Leaf.
battles.
Leaf could have even delayed
As
that further.
king.
Leaf actually goes for a bit of a swing. He could have just played heaven, and whether he dies or not.
This is a
really slows
necessary
down
war
the
to
game.
determine the
Your
fate of our
chat.
channel.
Doesn't happen, but here we go, straight into the next round. Zoms tries to get aggressive.
Yeah, we're
and
going
now
through
finally Cloud9
some
punishing
changes.
Some of these early picks, and they will have the player advantage 5v4.
Yeah, Sick was also trying to play a bit aggressive.
This is what it's going to be like from now on over here.
Now onto the knives,
on
finds
my
himself the
channel.
second. Floppy will keep the numbers even as he is able to find a trade away. So a 3v3 situation.
I decided to get
but
into the
Tens
stand market.
on these knives, you feel like they
Leaf is still here.
potentially be
Oh,
the key.
so close.
A couple of them will miss though, and Leaf will punish. So now a 3v2. Shazam
Oh,
and
Sick.
Sick on absolutely critical HP.
Hold up.
Sick will return back after the run it back to 100 health, but the spike over towards the C site means that this is going to be one heck of a rotation. And Shazam, is he going to expect a player
Myth your
deep in the
king?
defensive
Good
spawn?
veto.
Might not even matter because both players
Choose
are
wisely.
rotating
The king is
through
watching.
the B connecting
Edge,
link.
contact.
Mitch about to see one. Or does he?
Ooh,
Just
he's
sees
on
his
his
shoulder. So now Floppy can turn his attention, but he's on 62 health. Sentinels are going to try to overwhelm this. Here comes the double peek. Floppy finds the first
No
and able to grab the
way.
second.
I
4 in
think
the
that
round
swing
for
was,
Floppy. And we exit the first
little
half
delayed.
and a deadlock tie at 6.
Yeah, I mean, we've been pretty
Yeah.
deadlocked through the entire half so far.
I'm
At one point,
saying.
we're at 4-4. We have a 2-2. These teams are neck and neck at least so far in that first half. Great plays by Cloud9 in terms of attempting to get on towards A. They get the opening frag onto Zoms. Doesn't look too good after that. Floppy has an omen ultimate available from the shadows being used to get all the way over towards C. And once again, it's players like Leaf that are delaying the rotation,
Dethroned.
delaying the retake.
It's my first day on the job as king. You're gonna already take me off?
Obviously, Mitch could have had a timing as well. Mitch
What
was
the
in a
fuck?
great position to find any of the last couple of players that were going to get the retake on. And, my heart was skipping a beat for a second. because
57%
the kill, I believe, was
bow
on the
down
second.
before
Didn't
mid.
quite get any of the kills on 2 players. Moving into Garrosh, so unlucky in that regard. It
I'm a
comes down to
king, it's
Floppy to save
official.
the day, and he gets 4 kills total.
Aggression coming out from Cloud9 over through A. This is where the full stack of Sentinels are. Even trades for now. But do they expect poise lingering through lobby? Dapper will be the one trying to hold the back end of this play.
I rank
through.
supreme.
Sentinels already onto the A site, but
No prime
so long,
taxation.
they're going to try to find a way to get this kill onto poise. Also with him is Leaf, and the isolation is beautiful. Mitch able to keep things interesting as he finds 2.
Ooh, big pistol round
Even
if they
still,
get
with all that
this.
said, it's a 1v2 situation just down to Zeta for
Yeah, they just
Cloud9's
run
defense.
it and bug it.
I mean, Mitch's flank there is really important because it brings the numbers down to at least workable for Zeta. The heal for Sick will put him back onto 60. Just still low enough for Zeta to maybe get a couple of shots in to confirm it. It's Tens has a lot of HP though, that's the big problem. Still has a couple of drops available, and yeah,
I'm implementing
no utility for Zeta. Well,
Prime
the recon is back
taxation?
online, that will be played. You just expect
Add
pretty quickly. This is
taxation?
the only real advantage Zeta has. He would need to use it. He's revealed his position, missed the first couple of shots, and now the fight's on.
Doesn't get any information off the recon bolt. This will be a really tough gunfight with the frenzy.
I'm taking advantage of this power.
First battle will
Nice.
come through, but it's actually Sick who stays behind to make sure things stay safe. 3 kills for Sick. And I believe also the plant. So yeah, he's going to be really close to
What are you
earning a
gonna
very
do?
early run it back. And
Overthrow
we
me?
know that that is a key point of Sentinels executes is to try to get information off of that run it back from Sick as soon as possible.
Yeah, so that's going to be, what is it, 4 pistols now for Sentinels. 10s as
Yeah,
well, just
4-4.
tanking the bullets up. You know, here the armor, so...
I'm just waiting. You have these 2 opposing sides, right?
Even Sick going down,
Down with Myth my king.
Charges, so it's a little bit
I'm waiting to
there,
see
but
the
full pistols
battle
in a row, and
spams. You know what I
Is
mean?
Cloud9 going to be able to get another
Like
2 here? That
a-
would be very
A
important.
Myth my
Again, to
king
slow down
person like slaying a rioter, you know?
Snowball from Sentinels, which is what they've been able to do at least twice in a row and split.
I'm waiting for the Civil War.
Even in my opinion, that's part of what made it much more competitive. That's part of what got Cloud9 back in.
Similar look for Sentinels as far as the numbers heading over towards A. This time defensively, no one will actually be on the site for Cloud9 Blue. A lot of members still back in the middle of the map.
I just seen a solo chatter. He said, "What the fuck did I join?"
The recon bolt will allow Sentinels to get on and likely get this spike planted sooner rather than later.
I see somebody
No
just
full flanks at all for
solo
Cloud9
joining the
this
chat.
have to be fully front. Paint shells
Just
were used to
flew
try to
by.
keep default plant site safe, but it's actually Sick who plays it towards
He
the
said,
back.
"What the
shotgun
fuck is
also a
this?"
touch late. But now here comes the attempt. Gravity well gonna soak up a lot of these Cloud9 players.
Holy
It's
hell.
an absolute slaughter.
Oh my god.
Put into a blender. Zeta, good luck. Not gonna do anything.
Flawless.
I think the Sentinel snowball starts to form right now.
Yeah, just wipe the floor there. I was actually thinking...
It's gonna turn into an avalanche, Kai.
Early here, see all the shocks going through. Blaze Wall's gone, Hot Hands is gone, but, you know, the more important util that's still remaining is Gravity Well, like you said, just straight into the blender. Not a lot of hope there for the side of Cloud9, and there it is. It just completely ruins them, doesn't it? Even the one play that did technically make it past Gravity Well doesn't fare for any better. And that was Cloud9, Gamble stacking B, Mitch pushing down C.
No
They were
prime
hoping that
taxation
Sentinels
without
gonna walk in towards mid.
representation.
Just doesn't happen. Now Cloud9, they're going to walk down mid, trying to get aggressive. That's a good flash from
Oh,
Sick,
boy.
then Voice is caught out.
The politics.
All drones will
There's
confirm
brewing.
information on both parties through the middle of the map. But you already have Hens moving aggressively on
Oh,
the
so
site, able to
sexy,
take
holy
down
shit.
Floppy. The gravity well is actually a little bit against him there, but
An
doesn't make much of a
Odin?
difference. Zeta's trying to hold down the trigger on the Odin.
Oh
Not gonna
my
find
God.
Too much with
Wiped
this
out,
six
though, by
spanning
Sig.
in return finds a double. There was that run it back coming through to find so much value. And everything is up to Mitch. He does find one isolated. Maybe a chance for a second, but no. Just as soon as he tries to get under the banister in the window, Sick finds his third kill, and Sentinels up now 9-6.
Yeah, this is going really poorly for
Here
Cloud9
it
now. We
goes.
talked about, hey, maybe could Cloud9 get that second round again? They can't even get the third round, sadly. And that's the one
Sentinels
that's really
3-0
important, 'cause
for
they
the
got guns,
finals.
it's starting to look a little bit more like Bind. You look at the first 3 rounds of Bind, pretty much exactly the same
That'd be
here.
crazy.
There's even the Odin online. That Odin, I believe, was actually bought up by Zeta on the defense. Shazam's like, yeah, I'll get that.
The
free upgrade.
guillotine.
Why not? Use it on the offense, see what they can do with it.
My
And how many times
first
Gravity
executive
Well's gonna
order
find so much
under
impact?
rule
It's
mythological.
on the offense now as well, and there's no stat for it, but I would love to see just how many Gravity
Round
Wells
up all
Psalms
the
really has.
people
It
that
feels
have
like Gravity Well
primed
impacts has been super high.
Yeah.
but aren't redeemed. Round them up
Looking to get
and
aggressive.
take them to the
Denied by Dapper,
guillotine.
Even the recon below that.
ASAP.
Pushing back more members. Neural will be committed just to get a lay of the land. And with a spike that was dropped and still playing off of a late pickup through the middle
You
of the
have
map,
5
will now be
minutes.
collected and the move will be made over towards the C site. Even some stars being placed. Dapper making sure the rotation through B stays safe. Finds himself his second. Mitch also tagged up in the play. Does get a trap wire to reveal one, but
Oh my God.
actually the one tap is pretty solid. But Zoms is able to essentially line up 2.
This is
on
gonna
the
be
way
my
through,
crazy king
and then
face.
make it a third. Why not? Sentinels up 10-6. Must-win round coming up for Cloud9 Blue.
It will be a public beheading.
That go down, so Mitch will take a bit of tax on the eco again. It was just an eco, so not expecting the most from Cloud9. This is the round that, like I said, could be a must-win. In fact, it probably would be, because if they lose this one, we go to 11. Can Cloud9 then afford
Boston
the eco? Probably
teabag
not. I would
party.
expect they would have to force. So really, to avoid that situation, Cloud9, yeah, they kind of do have to win this one. They have the guns now. Shazam gets rid of the Odin. Probably doesn't want to actually use that on offense. This defense needs to be really solid. 3 plays on A. That's a very aggressive paranoia. Can they swing in time, though?
All the 2 players that were trying to use that paranoia are in sewer, though. And the hit is largely coming through. Long first battle with Leaf.
Yo, Iron Dew,
Heads up both
Moose,
players, so
Smelly
everything will
Cheese,
reset.
Blueprint,
Boombot to keep
Ant,
it safe. There will not be
Sino,
a second
Cotarget,
challenge.
Yeats,
And yeah, I was about to say, this is
Zytheus,
interesting.
Exert,
because you thought that there was going to be
Nixter,
contest coming through
Seabass.
Sour, or pardon me, through Sewer, but
well done.
all the utility coming out of Shazam
stayed
actually
away
pushes
from
both
the,
of the members out, making
from
sure
the
there is an
guillotine.
exit
You
for
made
the
it.
Sentinels players that were caught
Wise
too long.
choice.
Yeah, well played by Dapper. They had a cage available. I thought maybe they were going to get caught on the exit, but no. Shazam might be one catching, though. That's a free headshot. So, I mean, this is Sentinels heads up, just able to find and identify where Cloud9 are going to be able to come through from. Knowing
Prince?
that,
Oh,
yeah, they're going to
no.
aggressively walk on through. Dapper's still around, by the way. It is 3v4,
Don't
Dapper
call
can
me
find timing.
Prince.
Ken's already got Zeta down. And there it is, Dapper on the back end. They've cleaned
Taking
him
out
just out of
three of
29
them.
HP.
Easy peasy.
And he
Oh,
has to
good
do
as
something
he's high
this round.
tech.
I mean, you can't afford to give this one away. Will be 11 for Sentinels, and Floppy has to do it all.
So many things were asked of the defense over towards C. You thought for a second that Mitch was going to get in just enough help to hold, but Tense blows everything up with the double on the entrance.
Fabulous
Trapwire denied, but Floppy
blah,
realizing position. He's
blah.
actually just going to play for a save. This is so heartbreaking. There's not a lot of opportunity in front of them. I mean, you're on 29 HP in a 1v3. The chances if you win this round are already pretty abysmal, but saving and putting yourself onto a 6-11 where your teammates are largely going to be on maybe some pistol upgrades, maybe an SMG if they can afford it at best, does not paint a very pretty picture.
They got to let him have the gun as well. I thought maybe Sick was going to go for it. He's got the most HP, the highest chance of getting it with the flash as well. They got the money to play through. Like, yeah, even if Sentinels die here, they'll be fine. They have plenty of cash. And Floppy and C9B will be at least thankful for the one rifle they get to take through to the next round. I say they gotta play for it. They gotta buy up here. I mean, you eco, you play the hero rifle, you give Sentinels 12. Sentinels hit 12, your chance of winning this map get kind of pretty much blown out. So buy it what you can. Will be expected. A few members will be buying down.
So Chaz, King, what do you guys think I should do next?
So there it is. It's gotta be.
I don't really know. I've never really been in this position.
Has to be the gun that gets the job done, and you really feel bad for Cloud9 because their aggression play could have worked, but the timing just wasn't quite there. Paranoia initially was good. The 2 players in Suez couldn't quite find any
Retire.
exits. Now we head into this round where a massive stack of Sentinels just pushing through the cage.
I retired.
They're just moving aggressively, trying to keep the pressure on Cloud9 Blue, but this is all just a fake. It's going to force members for Cloud9 Blue in the middle of the map to consider rotating, but as the execute gets stalled, now they're going to make their play through grass and maybe onto the flank. It's Dapper who's going to be responsible for watching this on your minimap off screen just a touch, and Cloud9 Blue are going to commit to playing this from behind. So pressure on the backside of this play. Shazam alleviates by finding the first blood. Floppy responds. That's the spike carrier also down. We're going to go 4v4. Floppy still holding his ground. Dapper, the next one to challenge, gets tested by Poise, but is equal to the task. And now Tense moves forward, finds the second elimination, and Sentinels will have a numbers advantage in the 3v2. But Zeta does keep things level with that trade through mid-window.
Sensitivity is so shaky and high. Oh my god.
He can't get one. Mitch will be up now.
The high sensor, ain't he?
One kill here would be beautiful.
He's probably changed his sense like 10 times.
Allow him to get the tap though. So now it is just Zeta.
All right, Zeta, let's go. I'm gonna root for you, buddy.
That would have been good. I mean, the Hunter Spirit would have prevented the plant, or at least slowed
Is
things
it
down.
Zeta or is it Zeta?
Could have been pushed though, so it's maybe a good idea not to do it. 5 HP, finds a headshot.
I think it's like beta, but with an X. Zeta? I don't know.
Shazam will lock it down.
I honestly don't know. That's a good question, though.
From Shazam just to play that one off.
That's how I interpret it, though.
Call should have been there that Mitch was tagged up extremely low. Gives himself a real good look. But now map point for Sentinels. And the only real bit of good news here for Cloud9 is the fact that you do have a lot of ultimates banked, and if you can find one ultimate orb, the show
can't take out the king.
Play. But you've got
King's gonna make merch.
You've got knives, and you've got a
sell it.
Divide for Zom, so that can all be tempered in some way. It's going to be really difficult to try to find a read here of how Cloud9 take this. They need to get
become power hungry.
Now I think Zeta holding onto the Hunter Sphere is probably the right call. He didn't want to get pushed by Shazam. It would have killed him. Also having ultimates available for this very important round is definitely the play. Ten's nearly got the first blood again. We'll take down the boom bot. Has been spotted. A couple of players really trying to take him down. Ten slides a dash though, so he's fine.
I was going to have to use it. Updraft, just trying to stay away from the paint shell Semtex. Tag down below 50 health. Zick has made his way forward, and nobody expected this play whatsoever. Completely concealed the entire way. Now they'll run it back.
Life was nice before the King Revolution.
Zeta on the flank from Durage, able to find one. Give him a second. Looking for the third, but it goes pinstripe into the kill feed. We've got ourselves a now 2v2 as Mitch holds on to one more. But everything turns on to Floppy. 1v2 to keep Cloud9 Blue alive. And Shazam with the spike is going to rotate over to plant over at C. Floppy maybe going to be tested, and he will. So the first one down, 1v1 with Shazam. Shots decent, but not good enough.
Go!
Dubsky. 2 straight.